I'm going to help you guys get started with practice here, calculating protons, neutrons, and electrons. So we're going to fill in this chart below. You can see that we've only been given a little bit of information and a lot of the boxes are blank. But I promise that each of these boxes each of these rows gives you enough information that you can fill in the other boxes. So we need our information that we learned in the notes, and you're also going to need a periodic table. So I downloaded this periodic table app from self-service. It's in there for you. It's just called Periodic Table HCSD, so make sure you have that downloaded. Okay, so let's go back to Notability here. Let's see. So lithium, you should know the symbols, or you should be in the process of learning the symbols because your quiz is next week. So Li is lithium. We are given information. The atomic number is 3 and the mass is 7. So protons are going to be the same as the atomic number. And that's also going to be the electrons. Remember the electrons for now. So this is the same as the atomic number. And this is the same as the protons, which is also the atomic number. Okay. So this is protons and electrons. Ran out of room there, so I did the little symbol. Okay, and the neutrons we can figure out by doing mass number minus the protons, or mass number minus the atomic number. So the mass number is 7, minus the protons is 3, so that means this number is 4. If you want to leave that in the box, you can, if that helps you with learning the process. You can leave that in there if you want. Potassium. Potassium has a tricky symbol, so I'll let you think about it for a second. It is K. Potassium is K. And the information that we have, we know protons and neutrons. So for this one, we don't even need the periodic table yet. We have everything we need. So protons, remember, that is going to be the same as the atomic number. So for potassium, it has 19 protons, so the atomic number is 19. And remember, that's also the electrons. Also the electrons. The neutrons, we know the neutrons, but we don't know the mass. Remember, the mass is the protons plus the neutrons. Okay, so for this, it's going to be 19 plus 20. And 19 plus 20 is 39. Again, if you want to leave that in the box, if that helps you figure out how we got that number, you can leave that there. All right, so let's look at hydrogen is next. So H, I gave you the answer there. H is hydrogen, so fill that in for the name. Okay, and they gave us the mass number and the protons. So again, we have everything we need. So the mass is 1, protons are 1. If the protons are 1, then the atomic number is 1, and the electrons are 1. For neutrons, remember, we do mass minus protons. So the mass is 1, protons are 1. That means we don't have any neutrons. Hydrogen doesn't have any neutrons. Okay, I want to go down here and see. Let's do this one that doesn't have the name or the symbol filled in. It doesn't have the name or the symbol. So what we know is, we know that the atomic number is 10, and they also told us that the neutrons are 10. What we can do to figure out the name of the element is we need to go to the periodic table. Okay. So we're going to go to the periodic table. and it was number 10. So you want to find 10, and that's going to be over here. That's going to be neon. Neon has the atomic number 10. So neon is our element. So we're on this one here. So neon, oops. And the symbol is Ne. Now we can go ahead and fill in the rest. If the atomic number is 10, then we know the protons and the electrons are also 10. The mass number, remember that's protons plus neutrons for the mass number. So we're going to do 10 plus 10. So we've got 10 protons and 10 neutrons. So the mass number, excuse me, is 20. 20. Okay, so that leaves you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to fill in on your own. And let me show you down here at the bottom. They gave us the chemist shorthand, and we're going to fill in the missing information using the shorthand. Okay, so the first one is helium. Come down here. So He is helium. Again, I gave you that. The atomic number is always the smaller number, so that's 2. For the shorthand, it's always going to be on the bottom. The mass number is the larger number, so 4. And again, for the shorthand, that's always going to be on top. So this is always the bottom number and also the smallest. And this is the top number and the larger number. So again, I'm going to fill in. We can put this as the small number, and this is the big number. The protons are always the same as the atomic number. So that is 2. The atomic number was 2. Neutrons is going to be mass minus protons. Mass minus atomic number. So you're just going to subtract your 2 numbers up here. So 4 minus 2. So protons are going to be 2. And the electrons are also the same as the protons for now. So that is also 2. All right, so you have the other 3 to finish up, and let me know if you have any questions.